Senior year. Wait, nope. I jumped the gun a bit. Okay. Junior year. It sounds like such a cute little name. Like junior. Just junior year, junior. So cute. No, no. Yes, you may hear a rooster in the background because I'm in Tunis, my hometown, Tunis, North Africa. So yes, we have a rooster and a couple chickens. And you're just gonna have to deal with it. It's a very nice sound, very soothing. Wakes you guys up, keeps you paying attention, keeps you on your toes. So, this video, I'm just gonna be talking about the lessons I learned my junior year of high school. The most impactful year of my high school career, definitely. And I learned a lot. Like I learned so much, and it was a bit frustrating at times because I felt like I was learning the things that I needed to learn years back. Like, I needed to know these things my ninth grade year, so I didn't make the mistakes that I made ninth grade year and sophomore year. But I'm very grateful that I was able to learn what I learned. As cliche and cheesy as it sounds, it's like I've grown a lot. And I think when you look back, you can see a lot of your growth, and then you can see like how silly you were, but also right now in a couple years, hopefully if you're doing it right, you're always growing. If you do it right, you're always growing, you're always learning. And so I'm just very happy that I'm at this place. Right now there's a creepy man looking at me from a window, but you know what, he might not be creepy, he might just be a man who's shirtless and enjoying nature. And you know what, hell yeah, if I could be shirtless in nature, I could be, but like their society. What I'm trying to say is life is beautiful and lessons are meant to be learned, and I think they are also meant to be shared. So I hope you enjoy this video when I talk about the insanity of junior year. So right now I'm on a rooftop. It's so beautiful. First of all, this is the beautiful view, and also this one. Right.
Yeah, boy.
Nothing or nobody is above you. Nothing or nobody is above you. That's a lesson that I should have learned years and years back. And I'm sure there's many, many people struggling with this because I've talked to so many people that are. Nothing or nobody is above you. Do you know how many friendships that I missed out on? Well, I don't believe in missing out. I think it happened when it was supposed to happen. But so many friendships that I could have had, but I was too intimidated by them. I was scared. I put them on a pedestal. There's so many people probably right now that you're like, oh, I wish I could talk to them. Oh, but. No, no. You're a work in progress, just like everybody else. Everyone's growing. Everybody. Nobody is better than you. Nobody's better than you. You can use people as role models, not even teachers, because it is so easy to put authority figures on a pedestal and make they give you respect and you give them respect. That's it. That's it. They have more experience, and you definitely can use people as role models and learn from them, but they're not above you, honey. They're not. And I'm talking to like younger me because I was so terrified of so many people, just intimidated. Like I would walk the other way because I'm scared of what they think of me because I hold their opinion so high without barely even talking to them. Nothing or nobody is above you because you are learning, everybody else is learning, and you come in with that attitude of like, I'm learning, I'm not perfect, like I'm not here to impress you. It's so frustrating and so hard to make real friendships if you're constantly trying to impress somebody because you think you have to prove to them that you're worth it. I'm passionate about this. I feel my heart going like boom boom boom. When I did my first film ever, my junior year of high school, as somebody who has never ever like done a film, I dabbled in iMovies. I dabbled in iMovies as a little kid for sure. I was there like making my cousins act and stuff, but I never did anything professionally or seriously. In fact, I struggle a lot with completing projects. You know, I'll start all these ideas on top of my head. I'm like, ooh, 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 ooh. Very hard for me to complete one. And I did it. I did my first film ever, junior year. Nothing is above you. Nothing is above you. I was terrified at first. I spent so much time planning it and thinking about it and then I just started and I began, and you realize nothing is above you. You can do anything. People that are actually like above you, people like, for example, people that were more experienced, people that had a foot in the film industry, in the film experience, they were the ones helping me. They were the ones pushing me. They were the ones giving me tools. People, like, the only people that are gonna judge you are the ones that will sit on their high knees and watch you do it and watch you succeed and be miserable about it and try to stop you. Ugh, you know? So nothing is above you. Your dreams, you're worth your dreams. You're worth everything. Nobody's above you. Nothing is above you. I keep repeating it, but yeah. God, why am I out of breath? But that's the first lesson that I learned as a junior, that those people that I put on a pedestal, they're just people. And those things that I thought were so scary, they're just things. And once you do it, once you take the first step, once you make the first conversation, once you do the first step, everything becomes easier. But the first step is the hardest. The first step is always the hardest. So yeah. After I was recording and I saw my hands shaking, and that's how I know that that's my cousin. That's how I know I'm doing something important. That's how I know I'm doing something that scares me but excites me, because my hands were like, and I know when that happens, it means I'm doing something that's pushing me, which is great news. Great news for me. The second lesson I learned junior year is the only person you should expect things from is yourself. The only person you should expect things from is yourself. So much, and I mean so much, of our problems come from expecting things of other people that have their own lives and have their own schnizzledoodles, to-dos. When I was going through my changes junior year, you know, inevitable changes, you're growing, girl, of course. Sometimes it's like we put a lot of pressure on ourselves when we're literally just people. That sounds so cheesy, but what I mean is, like, you put a lot of pressure on yourself when so much impacts you, especially at my age and many other ages. Probably I haven't been to the other ages yet. Right now I'm at 17, and so far I've realized, like, there's a lot you can control, but there's a lot that you can't, and we have to be more kind to ourselves, and we have to be more kind on other people. Why are you shaking so much? Who hurt you? Okay, the camera's shaking, but it's okay. We need to give grace for ourselves, but we need to give grace for other people.
Grace is what matters in anything, especially life, especially growth.
Once you start expecting things from other people, especially my friendships, I started, as I was growing, I wanted people to grow, and you start projecting your own wants for life, your own desires from life onto the people around you, because you spend so much time with them, you start wanting them to change. That is not mine. That is from The Alchemist, which I'll insert the quote somewhere. Basically, the quote really, really impacted me. I read The Alchemist in my junior year, and it's just like, when you spend a lot of time with somebody, you start to think, oh, like, you're changing too, we change and we together, but they're on their own frequency. We are not one and the same, and we don't have to be. Expect from yourself. That's the only person that you should expect from, and that's how you have a good day. Think about it. Like, if you're going into school, if you're going into work, I don't know, and you're like, okay, today I expect myself to be positive. I expect myself to accomplish this, and that, and I expect myself to talk to someone new. Not like, oh, I hope she's feeling well today. Oh, I hope my teacher's not in a bad mood. Oh, I hope he notices me. I'm not judging people who think like that. I definitely, like, we all do. But it's like, the more you expect from people, the more disappointed you're gonna be. And they owe you nothing. And you just need to expect from yourself, and that's how you get fulfilled. When I was at my most sad, my most miserable in junior year, is because I was expecting other people to do the things that I should be doing. I was expecting other people to lift me up when I'm down. I was expecting other people to bring connections, to bring intelligence, to bring riveting conversations. I was expecting other people to bring joy into my life. And when you know somebody, you start to be like, okay, this is you, and you try to pin them down. Like, okay, this is you, this is the box that you are. But I think it's about giving people the space to be who they are and not pinning them down, because you're changing every day. I'm a different person than I was last month. I am, and a lot of you are. If you really think about it, there's like little mini changes that are happening. They keep happening, and they happen to everyone else too. And it's like, don't expect anything from anyone else except yourself. Have your goals, have your expectations, your standards, but give people the space to be who they are. And if the person that they are hurts you, boundary, bye-bye. We're so quick with it. Bye. Give them the space. You don't need to freaking cut them out, but you can give them the space. Hey, communicate how you feel. This is what gets me. Junior year, beginning of junior year, this is what gets me. You are not the mind reader you think you are. You're not. You don't know what people are thinking. You don't know how they feel. You don't know what they want. So follow your energy. If everybody's sitting down and you're like, oh, I wish like something fun would happen, go do something fun without people. Follow your energy, because you don't know what people are going through. I used to be with people and be like, okay, so they're like this, so they like this, so I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna act like this, so they like this. So don't expect anything from anyone. Just expect from yourself. Have your standards, have your goals, and let people live. Let people live. And the more you're able to fulfill yourself, and it's a challenge, and it's gonna take a lot of time. It's gonna take a lot of personal time. Whatever it takes for you, do it. For me, what's helped me a lot is voice notes, because journaling I tend to do at night, and I tend to do when it's like something that I really need to pulse through, write through, interrogate. However, voice notes, I pull up my phone, I pretend I'm calling someone, and I just work through it, I talk. And I think when you talk, you can notice a lot more, because for me, I'm a writer, I write a lot. So when I'm writing, I'm very precise, and I'm very like trying to find the perfect words to explain, and then I'm thinking a lot about word choice, and it gets very serious and very, very, very blocky, I guess. I can't be that messy, in my opinion, when I'm journaling. However, voice notes, I'm like, you know? Yeah, that's me. And it's like, you can notice a lot more. Like, I know when I listen back at voice notes, also you can get a lot of people can't hear their voices. I can now. I don't care. I sound funny. I sound like this. Okay. But when I listen back to voice notes, you can notice so much more patterns. Like, okay, you keep saying you don't like this person, but you keep talking about them. Let's figure that out. That happened to me. Right. You start to clock yourself like, right, okay, so what's going on? You realize it more, because when you talk, it's really natural, it's really flowy, it's not precise, and it's not trying to jot down, for me. So the more you work towards fulfilling yourself, fulfilling your own needs, being able to not expect others, and understand I can have my own standards, my own course for today, and I don't need nobody else. Joy, happiness, because I realized, okay, when I sit with them, I don't feel good, right? But I want to sit with people. And so I go home and I'm like, ugh, I don't feel good. They made me unhappy, but I go back and sit with them. At some point, it's a you problem, you know? At some point, you gotta admit it's a you problem. You can blame everybody else. At some point, you gotta be like, right, this is my personal toxic behavior. It means sitting alone sometimes. It means doing the things other people might not want to do. It means following your energy, because you know what you want. Because at the end of the day, you're either happy, content. You don't need to be like, yay, great day, wow. So to wrap it up, find out what you expect from yourself. Find out your goals, so you don't project it on anybody else who doesn't deserve that. Find out your goals, what you expect from each day. You know, say it on your bus ride to school, say it in the car ride, say it mentally as you walk in, anywhere, as you wake up. I expect me to do this and that, and then I have a good day. Because if you're just raw dogging every day, like, we'll see what happens. It's like, you don't need to be like, I need to do this, and then. You can just be like, okay, this is what I want for myself. This is what's gonna happen. And this is what I'm gonna make happen. You know? You can plan a pretty picnic, but you're literally getting mad at my Bengals for bangling too much. Because I don't want them making noise. They're called Bengals. The third lesson that I learned. The third lesson that I learned my junior year was just hang in there. You gotta hang in there. Sometimes you gotta know when to fall. I'm here all night. Okay, so the last lesson that I want to share with you guys is fall in love with the action. Fall in love with the action. Fall in love with the action. Okay. A lot of y'all are romanticizers. Like my. You start, like, your dreams start becoming just dreams and not achievable dreams. Just live in here. For example, when I did my film, which is like the biggest project I did in junior year, so that's why I keep talking about it. I'm proud of it, and I'm happy I did it, and it was a beautiful experience. So my script, something that I changed about it, because I have started a many scripts. Something that was different about this script, I was selective with the people that I showed it to, and I tried my best not to overhype it. Of course, there were some people that were doing a script too, so I would share. You don't need to be a gatekeeper, like, oh my god, it's such a big deal, nobody can hear about it. But don't be yapping about it to anybody that just mentions it. Talk to it with, like, I talked to fellow writers. I talked to an actress that was in my film, Naya. But I love you, Naya. I showed it to Naya, and that was the first person that read it in full. Back in my day, I would have showed it to the world, and then I would show it to so many people, and I'd get good feedback and constructive criticism that I feel like I would have already done it. It feels like you already did it. That's not true. Start falling in love with the action. You know, discipline doesn't need to be this annoying, like, thing, like, oh, discipline. It can be about what you love. It can be about what you love to do. When I stopped overly complaining about my problems and I started finding solutions, because you can get in the rhythm of comfort. Even when you're miserable, you can fall in love with the miserableness. It's so easy to be miserable. The hard part is getting out. It's so easy to fall in that trap of, like, I hate my life. It's so easy to just start being sad. And it's like, why? It's just, there's no point. And it's like, you can get wrapped in that pattern, but you can also get wrapped in the pattern of good, of joy, of fulfillment, of choosing people that matter to you. And it's about spending that time by yourself and doing the work. Nobody wants to get a job. I sound like Kim K when she's like, nobody wants to work anymore. Just get up.
Get your ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, you can get wrapped in the pattern of just being so romanticized of what life could be like, or you could do what's hard. That person that's not good for you, space it out. That project that you want to do, work on it in small chunks. It doesn't need to be all done, but work on it in small chunks and start falling in love with the progress, the slow progress. If you're in love with the finished image before it's there, it's like, no, you gotta find the joys in the progress. Fall in love with the action. It sounds very abstract, but all you have to do is every day there's something you can do. There's a quote, people overestimate what they can do in a year, but they underestimate what they can do in a day. Yeah, That's it. Think so. Something like that. So it's like, think about what you can do today and something that you can enjoy today. You know, if like, for example, working out is something junior year I started doing consistently. My goals were, I want to be strong, I want to be fit, I just want to be strong. Like, I started falling in love with the fact that slowly I started to be able to lift heavier and heavier weights. I fell in love with the fact that slowly, like, oh, last time I could only do a minute plank, now I can do 2-minute plank. Okay, progress. Like, oh, this workout used to kick my butt. Now I'm kind of breezing through it. I can do a harder one. I could pick up the weights. Like, think about the small actions that you can do every day to get to your dream life. You know, don't be on Pinterest adding all those dreamy Pinterest pictures that I would always do, and like hypothesizing, hypothesizing? Is that what I want to say? Because for me, I'm a writer. I write a lot. Okay, hypothesizing on what you could do, and the wow, what if I did this and that? Just do it. What can you do today? What can you do today? And fall in love with that. The fact that you did something today. And don't go and tell everybody, like, guys, I did this. Look at me. No. Slowly by slowly, your work is gonna speak for itself. And all of these lessons that I talked about are lessons that I'm still learning. They're not lessons that's like one and done, check. I still might struggle and yap about something that I haven't really got on the ground in yet to somebody. What are the other lessons I talked about? I still might expect things from other people that owe me nothing and put my happiness onto them. I still might see someone and get intimidated and think that I'm not worthy of speaking to them, or see a project and get intimidated and not even start. That's all things that will happen again. But they're things I learned and things I hope to keep the lesson within me and not forget, even if I might slip. You know, I'm keeping it here in the heart, and I'm sharing it here with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. So thank you for watching. The fig tree is also very thankful for you watching. Don't think about, oh my gosh, now I have to accomplish. Don't think about that. What can you do right now? Go do one thing that you've been meaning to do. For me, it was this YouTube video. This has been a video that I've been wanting to do YouTube videos since I was able to communicate. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Well, that's a stretch, but for a long time. For me, it was this YouTube video. That was the thing that I expected myself to do today, and it required nobody, just required me and my will. So what's one thing you can do? Comment down below, or don't. You know, I'm not expecting it from you. I expect nothing from you. Okay, my phone's at 20%. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Last day as a junior. It's my last day as a junior. Can I get a woot? Wait, that wasn't hype enough. It's my last day.